Hello human beings, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Cecily. Before we start off, I am so hot. It is burning in here. I'm currently in a room in Florida with no AC. I'm going to be explaining to you guys why I left Paris. A lot of my content that I was making when I was still based in France was about my language learning journey, my life in Paris, just my whole perspective on how living life abroad in Europe was like. Now that I'm back here, I'm kind of in like a transition period. I'm going to be documenting that as well and bringing you guys along with me for that whole ride. If that sounds like something that intrigues you, do not forget to subscribe down below. Before I get into why I actually left, I want to share a little bit of a background story of my life in Paris. I was living over there as a student. I was also au pairing, which is a part-time nannying job. I originally decided to move over there because I wanted to learn French. I have now been back in the US for approximately a month. I do indeed miss France very much. It is going to be a process getting used to being back here. Bruh, I'm sweating. I was living in Paris for nearly 3 years. I also had a great living situation and work situation. I was basically working only 4 hours a day. I was hired by this family and they gave me my own studio apartment and a salary. On the side, I was also going to a language school, so I had a lot of free times on my hand. I started applying for other jobs just to make a little bit more side money. I was working at a bilingual school and teaching people how to speak English. I got that job. That took up some of my time as well. After maybe 5 months of working in this bilingual school, I decided I wanted to invest a lot more time into my creative passions. So that would be YouTube, that would be my art, that I needed to make a solid time, some solid hours for what I actually wanted to be doing. As much as I loved teaching English, it was kind of something that I did just because I could do it, not because I wanted to do it. I started investing more time in my YouTube and that definitely paid off. Now I have 17,000 of you amazing, beautiful people who have been following this journey. I have endless gratitude for that. I have no other words to explain how I feel about each and every one of you guys who support me. While living in Paris, I experienced some of the most blissful moments that I've ever had in my whole entire life. I was able to make some of the most incredible friends. I was able to learn a whole new language. I now help teach French. Living abroad in a foreign country as well also taught me that I am in control of what my life becomes and what my life is in this current present moment. When you are in a country and you first get there and you don't know anyone and you don't know exactly what to expect, you start to become your own best friend. And you get to know yourself so well and you spend so much time getting to ask yourself questions and get to know yourself on a deeper level. That has kind of allowed my solid foundation to grow and to become more stable. And I truly believe that if I didn't throw myself into this experience of living in France, I wouldn't have had the experience of having to teach myself how to grow my solid foundation and having the opportunity to become so independent. So now we're getting to why I actually left the country. As an American, you need this thing called a visa. Of course, as an American, you can stay in the European Union in Europe for 90 days without any kind of visa. So the first visa I got, I extended it, and then my second visa I got was a student visa, and that allowed me to stay for another year. Although my visa expiring was a big factor that kind of pushed me to maybe start seeking out a new experience, I also know, and I always tell myself, that change is a very good thing. If we don't have change in our life, we stay stagnant. I'm not saying that staying in Paris would have been a bad idea, but I'm young and I want to be able to explore as much as I can while I have the ability to do so. While I don't have so many responsibilities sitting on my shoulders, such as a full-time job or children or marriage, why am I not going to go out and explore? I have this saying that goes, if I'm too comfortable, I get uncomfortable, and I really started feeling that way with my life back in Paris. I'm not saying that I feel like that about the city, but my particular routine was getting kind of repetitive. If I could go back, it would definitely be in a different different circumstance. I was ready for change, and au pairing is not something that you do for a long-term situation. It's definitely something that people do for like 2-3 years maximum. In terms of for what's happening next for me, I have definitely a couple of things in mind, but I don't have anything set in stone yet. Since it's all guaranteed that it's gonna happen, I will be sharing that with you guys. The only thing that I really have left to say is that I've loved every second of my life over in Paris. It's gonna hold a space in my heart for the rest of my life. If you guys want to keep following my journey and my content, please do not forget to subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys in the very next one. Bye guys! Mwah. Bisous! Alright guys, I can't lie. It has been a minute since I sat down in front of the camera and spoke to you guys. I've missed you!